Now we get into some biology. So for those who were bored by the space stuff and some of the geology stuff, now we get decay of red blood cells. How long does it take for a red blood cell to decay away? Oops. Well, so studies of the decay rates of organic material like tissue, blood cells, connective tissue, cells, show that even in ideal conditions, right, sub-freezing conditions, organic molecules cannot survive for more than 10,000 years. Now, this was well-published information in all the scientific literature, and this was needed information for obvious reasons, right? That you want to be able to tell if how old something is, some organic thing. If you're an archaeologist, right, and you find something organic, you need to know how fast do these things decay so that you can tell how old it is, but also for forensics purposes, right? How long can a body stay in the ground without decaying away? How long can a piece of tissue stay, survive without a living supply, right, of blood or whatever? And we know, of course, things like mummies that are decaying, right, that are thousands of years old, and yet they're just turning to dust, right, even though they're being kept in ideal circumstances, right, argon gas rooms and things like that, and yet they will still simply decay. So this was believed until red blood cells and hemoglobin have been found in unfossilized dinosaur bone. Right? Now, all of a sudden, oh, it can't be the case that tissue can't survive. Yes, of course, red blood cells must be able to survive 65 million years since the last dinosaur, because there they are. And of course, this picture that you're looking at, that is a microscopic picture of a dinosaur bone. So, and they've stained it properly so you can actually see the nuclei of the osteocytes of the bone, and this capillary that's going through the bone tissue with red blood cells in it. So, so we just have to, I just appeal to your credulity, right? Red blood cells certainly could not survive 60 million years, 65 million years, laying in a desert in the sand, right? Which is 65 million years ago is when evolutionists think that the last dinosaur lived. So what is inside a 100 million year old dinosaur bone? Well, here are flexible blood vessels. Here is a springy tissue, right? Elastic tissue. Here's blood. These are all photographs taken by Dr. Schweitzer in her published discovery of fresh tissue inside a T-Rex thigh bone, which now scientists, since you won't be laughed out of the room if you find a fresh dinosaur bone, people are finding all the time now. So we have multiple examples now of fresh dinosaur bones with blood and other protein and osteocytes, like actual cells, bone cells, you know, very delicate. Here's an update that even some young Earth creationists may not know about, is that these bones have been, the carbon in them has been carbon tested, and it turns out that they're young, only thousands of years old according to carbon 14, and not millions of years old.